Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are. Come on down to belly down, and if you have a foam roller or another prop you'd like for some swans, grab it. We're going to start with the pinky side of the arms down. Go up, welcome. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Gorgeous. Come on in. And as you lift up, you're breathing in, and you might, yes, nice, really good extension already. Look at that. Nice. Up. Woo. And take a couple more, and then we'll hold it a little longer. And then we'll hold this one a little longer. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower for a bit. Let's do that 2 more times. Really focus on the upper back between the scapula area. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and lower. Let's do that 1 more time. Really good. Inhale and come on up. 1, good, Train. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and relax here. Now we'll just windshield wipe for a moment. We're going to move this out of the way and then take a little circle with our arms. This is breaststroke. The arms can be as big as your shoulders can tolerate. You're trying to lift up your back at the inhale. You can add on a flutter with your hamstrings so your legs can do this vertical flutter. Lift up your back and just let the neck go along for the ride so it doesn't have any excess tension. Inhale. 2 more. Up. Now on the last one, leave your hands by your side and just stay up. Flutter as if you're trying to get your torso higher out of the water. Breathe in. Relax, and the second layer, if you'd like to put your hands at your low back and interlace them or rest on, you can add that. Otherwise, just leave your hands beside your hips. Try to flutter your upper back higher. Breathe in. Good. Breathe. Good. Feel the breath help you. Inhale. And on the exhale, either child's pose or down dog. So the challenge would be if you're here, you push yourself up to down dog, your heels press, or you're doing child's pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then push forward again. Now we're going to go down to belly and do a few of these full swans. So lift up without your hands and then let your hands assist you higher. Lower down and then let your legs come up. Then your legs lower and then your upper back lifts, and then you lower your torso and your legs lift. And then your torso, and then your legs. Now, if you would like to let go of the swan when you're high and do a rocking swan, you can, or you could do a few, 3 to 5. And again, otherwise just do them slow, mo, and focus on your extension. Last one. And again, child's pose or down dog. And if you're doing the challenge, you push your hands beside your ribs, push up in 1 unit, and down dog. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lower the shins and take a little cat-cow. So let your back get totally articulated in flexion and extension. And either stick with that stick with that cat-cow, or you could also do a beast, or you could go into a big down dog, up dog articulation. And we'll do about 5 of these. Whichever variation you're taking today, you're trying to get your back segmentally focused, so each part of your back gets attention. Breathe in and tuck. And good, you're at your own level, your own choice, your own vehicle of articulation. Nice, everyone looks so good. 2 more. Inhale and tuck. And 1. And exhale. Nice job. Come on down, grab a little sip. Really good. Perfect job. We're going to come up to our shins. So if you would like to grab a mat to make sure you're very comfortable on your joints, you can. We're going to come down with your inhale. Now we're going to do 6 of these lateral flexions. So we're going to do a small little pattern. Good. 4, and feel your abs. 5. Now we're going to do a rotation on 6. So this is rotation. The lower you go down, the more you have to pick it up, so the more advanced. So you can kind of self-regulate your challenge level. Now we're going to do a little pulse, so maybe 2 or 3 inches in this place, 6 times. 5. Now let the fingers down, take that foot back, go up. Now you can also put your hand on some prop if you would prefer. Lift your hip, do an arch, breathe in, inhale, and then exhale, put the leg in front or in the line again with your shin and go over, up, 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 and over. Rotate down a bit, and just act like someone's pulling your arm, and then rotate open. Big, big stretch. Even your hands are wide and fingers are stretched. Exhale, shins under. Take your other leg out. So this is all one line. You could be fingertips at your temples. You could have your arms long. You could cross if you need. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this time we add rotation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we add a little pulse. It might be 2 or 3 inches. 1, 2, your back's against a wall. Nice. Now this hand is going to come down. I like a knuckle too. A knuckle position's fine. The top arm's up. And you're lifting up your heart and you're pushing your hip up, extending that front pocket. Stretch and reach like someone's pulling your arm, like someone's lifting up your hip and your upper back. A little longer, and then that hand comes, or excuse me, that foot goes in line, up and over. And this hand is gentle, so it's not hurting the knee. Rotate down. And rotate up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Breathe in. And exhale, come back. Nice job. I'm going to move this back, grab a sip. We're heading down and doing a little bow post on Urasana. Now you can do this 2-footed or 1-footed. Extension, belly down. 1 or 2 feet, 1 or 2 ankles come up for 10. Good. 2, nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now lower for a moment. Either grab your other foot or come up again, both feet. Here we go. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now either a toe under child pose or your challenge is from here. Integrate the body and push up like you're going through plank, and then you go into a down dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. And then we're going to take a foam roller, if you have it, on this end of our body. If you don't, just do plank. But your forearms are going to be on one side, and your toes are going to be pointed towards each other on this side. So you're deliberately internally rotated. The roller's probably a little closer to your knees, so you can bend them if you would like, and then straighten them. So it would be like you're an inchworm. Bend the knees, and then straighten them. Yeah, yep, way to adjust. Good. Bend, and straighten them. So you're going to feel some shins. Bend the knees, and straighten. Bend the knees, and straighten. 2 more. 2. And recover for a moment. You can even leave your shins on top of the foam roller as you recover. We're going to do an oblique variation, and you're going to be going knees to left elbow, and then plank, knees to right elbow. So we'll do 8 total. Here we go. Knees bend to left elbow, go plank. Knees bend to right elbow, go plank. Knees to the left, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel it rolling out your peroneal, 7 and 8. And then take a little breather. This time we shift forward and back, maybe 2-3 inches. This is like you're in a tube. So forearm plank, put the roller down a little closer to your feet or ankles, and then shift forward and shift back 8 times. 2, your toes are still pointing towards each other, so you're rolling out your shins. Feel your lower abdominals pull up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then take a little breather this way. Nice job. Really good job. And then we're going to take a side plank and just hold it. Now you can use this foam roller or not. Hold it with one arm up. Hold for 5, and then we'll have a possible bonus. Hold for 4. Hold for 3. Good. 2, and then if you can add the bonus, 3 big circles each way. Just a huge range of motion. Make it as big as you can. And then 3 circles the other way. Make it as big as you can so it even drops behind your back, behind you. Inhale. Now we're going to lower the hip with care, with deliberate effort, and then do the other side. So first we're just going to hold a static plank. It's a great place to make sure everything feels like it's in the right place. Lift up and hold. So your shoulders down the back, your hip is lifted, your head's against an imaginary wall. You're feeling sturdy in your tummy, stable. Now if you have all that and you want to add on, take a big 3 circles one way. Let the arm go behind you. And then go the other way. Big right here, that's the best stretch right behind you. Woo, 1. Keep the hips lifted, keep the head back. Inhale on an imaginary wall. Now lower your hip with care. Terrific job. And then grab a sip if you'd like. We're going to do a roll down gently, 5 counts. So your roller's still handy in case you would like it. Your inhale is preparing. Make sure you have enough room, and a 5 count down. 1, 2, make sure you have enough room behind you. 3, 2, 1. Now once you're down, curl up and down to touch those hamstrings, to touch the glutes. 2, 3, we'll do 10 here. 4, 5, bridge is something you can do every day. 6, make sure your hips feel level. 7, or you can put your hands on your ASIS bones, the hip bones, and make sure they're level to the ceiling. Now hold. 10. Now while you're still up, if you would like a little challenge, roll the roller an inch or 2 forward or 4 inches, and just try to move that roller a little bit. That'll get hamstrings forward and back, kind of like you're rolling out your feet. Make it safe for you. 4, 3, feel your booty, feel your hamstrings. 2. Now 1. When you roll down, take a hand to each foot and open up the toes while you're there. 5, 4. Now stretch out your legs like a V. All right, hold, toes back. 10. Breathe in. And then relax. So you have the option here. You can do a normal 30-degree crunch, something where your hands are behind your head or beside here, or you can do a bridge, or if you would like to take 3 roll-ups where you bend the knees in as you come up. So you lower and then you bend the knees in and you come up. You bend the knees in and you come up. And then the next time your back is down, start with your knees bent. Inhale and exhale. Do 3 roll-ups where you straighten your legs. Now that's a hamstring stretch right there. Inhale. So you're doing your thing. Either you're bridging, you're doing a little crunch, or you're doing some roll-ups. Inhale and up. Terrific. Lower down. Now back onto the roller for a moment. You're either going to do
both feet down, or lift up a foot and do 5 bridges on one leg. And you're going to do 5 on the other, or it's your modification to do double bridge, both feet. Lower your foot down, take your legs out a lot longer, but still leave a little soft bend. Now lift up your hips, only a few inches off the floor here, right? So lift up and lower. So 10 of those lifts. You make sure your knees don't get hyperextended, so I've got a little inch bend in them. Lift up. Yeah, it'll feel like, oh, you're going up maybe 2 or 3 inches up. We're doing 10 of these. Breathe, neck soft. Now you're going to hold the 10th one up and just try to hold it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Full body stretch. Now you can do either a normal bridge here or an ab crunch, or we're going to do 4 obliques. So the 4 obliques look like this. They're rolling up. You lift up your torso to one side. You take your knees to the other. You lower down, and remember the modification could be you do bridging with 90-degree angle. Bend the knees, go the other way. Good. Take 2 more. 2. Inhale and exhale. Nice job. And then lie back again, and then take your hands to your feet and let your knees be wide, and just take a little rock as if you're a bound angle or a butterfly, but you're rocking right and left. It's always a great place to open up any toes that are tight. So your big toe or your pinky toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to take an option here. Your legs are up, your hands are beside you. See if you can, with your abs, lift your hips. And if you're not sure, put your hand above your pubic bone and below your belly button. The abs should feel tight. You're not throwing your legs up there by kicking your legs. Now, if that's going okay, and or you want to add on, hands behind your head, both ends of the abs come together. Your pubic bone comes closer to your xiphoid. Xiphoid sternum comes closer to your pubic bone. So control, exhale, and you feel your abs. If you're not sure, put your hand on them. 5, tell them to work and not to kick the legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now relax. We are going to get rid of this arc for just, or sorry, not arc, the other prop, the foam roller, and we're going to turn sideways. And we did these, I think Monday. We're going to do alternating banana boat, but let me give you the backup plan first. So put one arm underneath your ear, and let's notice how this feels, this 5 double leg lifts. So right here you have some work. Now I want you to know you can keep doing that. We'll even it up on the other side, or you can come up, roll over, do 5 on this side, just to even it up. Now we're going to come up and over and then continue. So take 6 of those, and if you need a modification, stay on the double side lying and just make sure you're even on both sides of those double leg lifts. 2 more, 1 on each. Up. Thank you, Cole. And 1, and come up. Nice job. Great job. Grab a little sit. Perfect. I want to give you a little pronation rotation, which is the turning of the abdominals. So if you care to do it with the turning of the planks using the abs, if you care to do it with the foam roller, it's over here on the shin end. Your forearms are on the mat end, the part without the foam roller. And hold your plank. This is 1. Open up to a side plank, and this is 2. Good. Forearm plank 3. Open up 4. Forearm plank 5. 6. Forearm plank 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. Good. 15. 16. 17, 18, stretch out, good, 19, 20,
21, and recover. Nice. Grab a sip, and you guys will see it in the newsletter, but that another recent study with the 90 minutes of resistance training of your body weight, your bands, or your dumbbells decrease cognitive decline significantly and help the hippocampus. So this all counts. Another one that counts is push-ups. Now, push-ups can be on the wall. Push-ups can be in all fours, like a quadruped. Push-ups can be on the knees. And if you really just can't do something on your wrist, then do a plank. So please find your 10 or so reps and think of that benefit of preventing neural decline. So it's any kind of resistance training, body, dumbbell, farm work, bands, but where you're, quote, stressing the muscle. The word stress has a bad name, but it's a eustress. It's a good stress. All right, one more. Good, so you're stimulating growth by giving a challenge. Very good. Now, whenever you're ready, take one of the cow faces. So that was resistance training with the body. You can tell how the heart rate goes up. The brain doesn't get much blood supply on its own. So things like exercise, resistance training, cardio get it. Other side, work in sauna, all those good things, all those old common sense things. 5, 4, breathe fully. 3, try to breathe in your nose the whole class, kind of use it as an experiment. Inhale and exhale. Now I want to give a tricep one, but again, if that's not for you, then find a plank or a bridge. Bridges are fabulous. So in this tricep one, your reverse table is like this, and then you can bend your elbows and lift. Now, if you know right away you want it harder, lift one leg. Now, I am bending my elbows and straightening them 5 times on each. All right, or 10 total, or you're doing a plank, or you're on your forearms. Yep. Something. And recover. Now, we're going to take, do you know this prayer pose is one option. So one is your hands are here, and that may be your option. Or, I'm going to turn so you can see me, your hands are here, and open up your torso. 5, open up your shoulders. 4, 3, 2, inhale. We're going to do one more to counter pose. Just draw the arms forward, or sorry, the arm forward and pull the fingers down. Inhale, and then just do the other elbow straight and pull the fingers down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Shake it out. Grab your foam roller. We're going to take it on the side, and we'll do a pattern of 4 rotations and pour. Good, here, Catherine. Good job. I like it when you guys remind me of the drink cue so that we can get 8 to 12 ounces class. So come up, and when you're here, you're steady. You can rotate 4. Go over your ear, but go to your thigh all the way over. 4, so big wingspan. Like you're painting the entire sky. And 4. All right, now we're heading to the other side. This roller, or it could be, it's an option at one end. And you're gonna set up your tone first, set up your cues. Once your shoulder blades down the back, your head's against a wall, add rotation. Stretch. I like to take the hand behind on this one and get a bonus shoulder chest stretch. Nice, Michelle. Back. Yeah. We can take advantage of these stretch opportunities. Now, the next one is open over, but do let your hand go all the way back to your hip. 2, 3, 4. All right, love it. Take a little breather. Nice. Grab a sip before we head down, mixing it up. You're doing great. We're going to do, you don't need your tool. We're going to do a bicycle in the air.
So make sure you do have enough room to use the length of the mat. Now you're going to bicycle, and then you can bicycle further away for a harder option. Keep your ribs down. If you want to bicycle up, 5 reps. You can make it harder with your hands behind you or like little triangles at your temples. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now full body stretch. Remember, you can always do bridges here too. Inhale. We're going to take 4 of the walking up a tree. So 4 trees. Remember, you can do a single bridge instead. You can walk up, stretch, inhale, walk up, stretch, inhale, walk up, stretch. 1 more. Hold it for 4. Point and flex for 4. And then let that foot down. Now we're going to do the other one, 4. And remember, you could do single bridges. 1, 2. You can do double bridges. You're mostly making sure you just take care of you. You breathe fully. You're in the moment. Hold it. And then 4. Now add that point and flex. Really reaching. 2. Awesome. Let that foot down. And now take 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice. Full body stretch for a moment. And then turn it to your side. You're going to let your arm be, I'm going to give you 2 options. So choose which one's good for you. This is one option to do legless, or this is one option to do legless. This is harder, the other's not. So your choice. 1, 2, toes forward. 3, so you work the glute medius. 4, good. Lift up through your ribs. 5, 6, go straight up. 7, and still lift through your ribs. 8, 9, 10. Now come down just because the bottom leg is that way. Take the bottom leg and lift up. So at least take 10, 3, 4, go really high. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now stay up there and do bonus 10 pulses at the top of the inner thigh here. Yep. Now this hand that's in the air or that's getting ready to be in the air, grab your foot or your ankle or your leg or your dynaband, but just stretch out your top leg. Whew. Relax your neck. 10. Isn't that the best? 8. 7, this is flexibility and range of motion and releasing tension. 5, 4. Inhale and exhale. Let's do that on the other side. So the first possibility was that you are on your forearm elevated through the rib cage. The second one was that you were on your arm as if your arm were a pillow. So I'm going to stay up and show the harder variation. Look at your toes. They're forward. Your vastus lateralis is going to try to do this, but you're going to try to lift up toes forward so it's glute medius, because that's where we tend to need more help. 4. So, and we mix this up. So it's not wrong to do it the other way. It's just what is our focus. 9, lift. Let me do one more. I wasn't paying attention on one of those with my lift. I was talking. All right, down. Now the arm is your pillow. You make sure the neck's comfortable, this leg's passive. This leg points, goes up. So try to lift up higher than your brain tells you at first it can go. It can usually do more. 5, 6, there's a little waist pull in. 7, 8, 9. Now we did a bonus at the top, so go up and do 10 little pulses. Inner thigh, belly in. This is for balance, hills, stairs. Now this one's going to be a stretch. Take your top leg, and you can hold on to anything, a band, a Pilates ring, your ankle, your big toe. Stretch that out. Try to relax. Isn't that nice? Five. Good. Enjoy. 4, 3, 2. Good. Breathe in and exhale, lower. So we're gonna sit up, if you can, into a squat position. I do like to touch this about every other class. Grab a sip right here if you want to. So that you have some functional task in your daily repertoire and it doesn't feel scary having done them like you're gonna lose a skill. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, totally optional, but if you can, stand up, no hands. Go down, no hands. Good. If you're doing the next one, 1 foot forward. So left shin under, right foot forward, but kind of push with your toes. Go down. So please make it work for you. Now switch it if you are. Left foot forward. Push up. No hands is your goal. Lower down. And remember, if you need to do something else, that's okay. That a girl, and then down. Nice. Another one was crisscross applesauce. So remember, listen to your body. Do what you need to. Yeah, so Catherine, listen to your knees. Do the challenge that feels linear. Other side if you want. Or do calf raises or a squat pose. Yeah. Looking good. And then down. Good. So just making sure that feels good. I love it. Now, take an inhale and come up any way you want to. And just a moment of 10 of balance. You can take a cow face if you'd like. About 20 here. So it's one-legged balance. Lift up through your spine. Good, Jean. Good catch. Now, little challenge. You can take your hands by your side. Take that knee in front. Its knee is parallel to the hip. Extend 5 times. 2, 3, 4. Stay tall. 5. Good. Dynamic balance and hip flexor. Good. Okay, so lift and spread your toes. You know it's coming this time. Tree. Good. And we want one-legged balance ability to prevent falls. So that's why we just kind of touch this at least every other class or every class. We touch one-legged balance somehow or some type of balance drill. Cow face. Stretch helps the shoulders. Beautiful, Karen. Good, Jean. Breathe fully. Once you have a pose, do a little playful challenge of lengthening out that breath. Okay, so let the hands be beside. I like to have the palms facing forward. Take the knee more forward. Now you're upright and you're going to point 5 or flex 2. You're totally tall. You're not leaning back. 4, 5. Lower down. Nice job. Come back down in a way that serves you. I'm going to come down double shin this time. So that's only if your knees feel good, right? And then your shins forward, knees back. Good. Nice job. Grab a sip. Doing great. This next one, if you want to do something else, you can always do a forearm plank. But it is one of those resistance training exercises that helps improve cognition. So this is down dog. And if you need to, you can also do a forearm down dog. But what you'll do is take 1 foot behind you and flip the dog. Now you're in a table. Lift up your hips. Good. Yeah, lift your hips. That a girl, Catherine? That's it. And if you have to put your fanny down the first time, that's okay. Now you're in down dog. Now the left foot goes behind you, and you're going to open up into a reverse table. Lift your hips. And then how about one more on each, guys? Lift your arm. Go into a down dog. Take your other foot forward behind you. Lift up your hips. Table. All right, lower down. Good. So could you feel your triceps? That was good. And then take a little stretch. Remember, I'm going to get in closer. Remember how we cross one? So take your wrist across, grab, and let the bottom arm pull your top arm. Let the top arm pull back so the bottom forearm gets a wrist stretch. Now take the other hand over top the wrist and let the top hand pull the bottom forearm in a stretch. Oh, drop the shoulders. Nice. Shake it out. Now this one is going to be, let me give you all sorts. This is Maldrasana, or here's forearm side plank. Here's the modified Maldrasana. Here's the full. Or keep on going, lift that back heel and go more towards back bend for wild thing. So take your challenge somewhere in the side plank realm. Inhale. Now exhale carefully. Descend. Go to the other side. And remember a modification, right, Karen, is side. Foot, side plank on the forearm. Or hand, foot back. And if you keep going, you lift that back heel and you open your heart. 10. Next soft. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. And then exhale, lower. Nice job. Grab a sip. We're going to take just a little stretch before we go on. One rotation. This is so important for posture. So you'll open up your arms. You'll turn. Good. And just catch something, your leg or the floor or both. Open up. Now catch something. Now we're going to do a similar posture stretch over. Just take 10. Elbow long. Come up, take 10. Elbow long if you can. Push through that left hip as you reach the opposite way. 10, 2. Nice. Take that inhale. And exhale. Now the legs are going to go out in front of us. Take a rack posture. Okay, go up. Ooh, fingers point away, up. Fingers point away. Lift your heart. Good. Take that inhale. And then exhale, relax. Now I'm going to show a modification on this, and then I'm going to show a harder variation that's wristy. So please do what you need, but here's the modification, bridging. You can do a single leg bridge, and you can do a single leg bridge. Or you can come up. Now this is not a tricep press. We did it the other way. What you're doing, you're lifting up a leg, and you push with your right glute hamstring. 5. So 4, your elbows stay long. 3, 2, do 5 on the other side, and it's your left hamstring, left glute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now lower down for a minute. You could come down and take a full body stretch once you're here. Breathe in. And then again, you can take a crunch, a bridge, or you can come up into 4 teasers. So I want you to take what you need, a crunch, a bridge, or 4 teasers. 2, 3, and 4. And if you're holding for 5, that's a bonus. 4, 3, 2. Now lower down, right ankle to left thigh, and reach through the window and take a little stretch here, just about 10 counts. 10, breathe fully. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then try the other one, ankle to thigh, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, we're going to use our hands on our thighs to pop up. Use your abs as well. Grab a sip. We're going to do a few functional challenges. Opposite arm, opposite leg reach without your toes touching the floor. So this is the first stage. I'm going to do this in layers. So you have a layer that you can always train with, but your toes are up, your shins are up, you're a table. Reach your left arm and your right leg out. Try to balance for a moment, like someone's taking your picture, and then back down. Right arm, left leg, back down. I'm going to look. Good. Everybody looks good. Nobody's drooping in the belly. Try to keep the hips level. Good. Now, if you care to add on, put the forearms down and the toes down, and then tap your opposite shoulder with your hand 10 times. So do whichever of these you need. Nice. 10 times. Good. Nice. Good, Betty. Good. Good, Catherine. Lower your hips just a tiny bit, Catherine. And you got it. Good, Michelle. Look at everybody. All right, one more each by my count. And then a sphinx or a swan. Awesome. So really good. Shoulders are down the back. Elbows point down. Nice. Big breath through the nose. Stretch it out. Either do opposite arm, opposite leg reach, opposite shoulder taps in plank, or you're going to do right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg in plank. Please listen to your body. You choose. So you might do the same thing you just did, or left arm, right toes lift, right arm, left toes lift. Left arm, right toes, right arm, left toes. Opposite. Good. You got it. Barely. Yeah, nice, Karen. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're all going to stretch either a sphinx or a cobra, so you have some type of abdominal length, some type of upper back length. Neck is long. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab your foam roller. Let me just make sure everybody's got one. Put it underneath your IT band. And it's kind of like a plank, isn't it? It's kind of like all the plank cues. Looking good, everybody. Woo! All right, you guys are doing great. Now this anywhere along the hip towards the knee, but just not on the knee. And you might even be 2 inches shy of the knee to make sure. 10. You can roll back, you can roll forward. Good, you can make it all the things you need. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to hit that other side. So take your lateral. Now you have some plank muscles on. Maybe you're needing it more near the hip. Maybe you're needing it more towards the knee. Your belly pulls in and you're breathing calmly, so you're not holding the breath. I know it's tempting sometimes when it's a little bit intense, isn't it? There's one side different than the other. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice. Go to the forearms so that you have more quads in this roller. So it's kind of like those ab exercises we do where the roller's on our shin, but now it's on our quad, the bigger muscles up top. And toe out is one variation. Neutral is one variation where the toes point facing the floor. Toes towards each other is another variation. Five, 4, 3,
2, and 1, and then we're going to, I always think of Betty with this one. I think you told me you need this, hips. So figure 4 is one way to get this, hips. You'll have to tell me if that's still true, but I know one time it was really good for your hips. So right ankle to left thigh. This is one way to do it where you kind of roll. So I want you to listen to your wrist, and if there's a better way for you, do it, because I know on this way, that was a mobility exercise, Catherine, good job. Yep. And the hip that you have in a figure 4 is the one you're rolling for max benefit. If it's really tight and it's really sensitive, then you might just roll it out with your foot on the floor. You know, listen to your body. But you can kind of roll it near the sit bones. You can roll it near the high ilium, the high part of your pelvis. Breathe. Towards the greater trochanter is pretty potent. Are you doing okay to switch? If you are, take a switch, test the waters. Sometimes one is way tighter than the other. Breathe. Try all different things. Sometimes you don't know something's tight till you hit it. And that's always good because you're ahead of when it manifested to pain or, you know, during your daily task. So find those areas. Remember, if you do need a modification, you can always put your foot down and not have the figure 4. So you just want to find out what is working for you. Yep, 10. And keep the breathing. Everyone looks good. 9. You're figuring out different things that work for you. 8. 7. 6. And keep breathing. 5. 4. 3. 2. And now we're going to be doing one of my favorites, a couple of them. Let's do the upper back. And the upper back is sometimes sort of, doesn't tell you it's tight, but it's constantly trying to draw our shoulders back. So it does work. So pull the foam roller underneath your upper back, and you could do extension. You could do flexion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then how about that armpit? Grab that armpit. Now, foam roll the armpit. And behind it is the lat twisting. And that's an internal rotator. It's a strong internal rotator. So it will, if it's tight, it'll make your arms roll in, and then it's harder to have that good posture. So this helps prevent rounded shoulders. And this is the lat back muscle, so it also helps with some low back pain if you're having that. 5. And also if you're more open here, you can breathe fuller breath. So breathing capacity is also energy and exercise performance. Breathe. 4. You're kind of getting that outer edge of that scapula. 3, 2. And if before you go to the other side, and if you want, grab a sip, you can even just test it. Feel that difference right away. Grab the other lat. Good. Shireen, this one's really good for your shoulders. I hope you like it. This helps. If you're doing sports that are forward or activities that are forward a lot during the day, it's great. We just are going to roll it out with this. And feel that lat. Maybe one's different than the other. My right one was tighter, so see what you feel. If you roll back a little towards the scapula, you get those other attachments. You can get the lat. You can, if your triceps tight, you can get that on the back of your arm. Shoulder, you feel that rear deltoid. Breathe.
the whole time. Everyone's neck looks good. I like how you're keeping that safe and you're keeping that relaxed while you work tension elsewhere or release tension elsewhere. That'd be good. Michelle, the way you're leaning back, that's really good. There's usually some trigger points back there. Try 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale just for a moment. Let's take that lateral stretch before we do. So you can sit however you want, just stretch it out. Feel like you're putting your breath in the new space that you've opened. The inhale is opening you, and it's like sealing the deal. It's making it even more important or more potent, more effective. Up and over, and just any kind of motion you need. And we're going to do upper back opener. So if you need a pillow or you need some yoga blocks with your foam roller, we're going to do passive extension. And one is this goes at the round part of your back, the upper back. You may have, I tend to want an extra one right here, and then you may need one on your back of your skull. So the most round part, you may not need an extra block. The foam roller is generally good enough. And everything should feel like your neck should feel safe, your upper back should feel open. Nice. Michelle, that looks good. Or you even could roll the roller down closer to your lower scapula, and that might be it, but just see. Yeah, experiment. The shoulders and chest get a nice opening here too. We want them to, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then tuck your chin out. We're going to be doing the psoas. So you're going to put this underneath the booty, and the lower back gets some decompression. This right here, the front pockets get decompression. You can put your arms like a letter T or a Y. This is also related to posture. When these muscles are open, it makes it easier. One more with the foam roller is going to be long ways. So you have the sacrum at one end, the arms opening up at the other end. And again, if you need some extra props, take your time to do it, but you're finding that you're trying to find a place that your shoulders open, your chest open, so ideally your palms are facing the sky. You might even do a bound angle with your knees opening up. Okay, letting go. Slowly roll off and let that foam roller or block be your feet up prop, so your feet can be up on the wall. You're letting your eyes close or soften and just relax your low back into decompression. And then when you're ready, release that yoga block or that foam roller and slowly come back
to a seated position that's comfortable for you. Remember, it's fine to use the yoga block if you need. Release any tension. And take a moment to place a hand on the heart and then one on that. So let your shoulder blades drop. There's a little space underneath your palm. You can imagine that it's got a little stone, your color, beautiful color. A bright blue azul comes to mind. And you can have the word calm or peace on it, whatever mantra you need today. And just breathe that in and feel that energy go in your heart. Feel that energy go into your breath. And let the exhale release any tension that keeps you from that higher energy. Inhale that peaceful, calm energy. You can imagine the stone with the inscription of the mantra that you need today. I'm just using peace or calm as my example. Breathe in. And also an energy of creativity. In that peaceful, calm place where we're connected to our higher self, all of the ideas flow easily and abundantly to me. With so much appreciation, thank you so much. Good job, guys.